How are you doing? So, I decided to mask it all up. I thought, well, as I'm going to be re-crowning it and polishing all the frets, it needs masking anyway, so I'll do it before I do the leveling. Saves me doing it later. I don't know if you can see, I've coloured all the tops of the frets in black. Excuse me, I need a flag. And what's going to happen is I'm going to make some light passes over the entirety of the fretboard with the leveling beam. I can't really fucking show you very well on here the process, but I'll be making all across the fretboard following the radius. Now I know if I do it, I'm going to get so much camera shake on here. Just really light across the entirety. Just the weight of the beam. No more pressure on it than just the weight of the beam itself. Some people put end caps in these and fill them with sand, but I ain't gonna bother. I just like the weight of the beam. I've just got to move my light a sec and have a look at the top of these frets and make sure everything's going away evenly. Yeah, still a little bit of work to do, but it ain't far away. So they weren't really out a lot, and some techs wouldn't have even bothered doing that. They just spot leveled it if they've bothered at all to do it. It didn't really affect the playing much. And I tell you what, that's going to be about it. Let's have another quick check. I'm just making sure that there's a thin line down each of the frets where the ink's been rubbed off, and that'll show me that each fret has been level with itself. There's a little bit more up the top end here. Let me get a better perspective of it. Again, not very much pressure at all. Just the weight of the leveling beam. I think that should be it. Right, just let me get some measuring instruments. My fret rocker. One sec. Just brush all the debris off the top so we're getting an accurate reading off the fret rocker. I don't know if you can see this. I can't really fucking show you. But there's actually, can't say, but take my word for it, there's no dust or anything on the paper. It was that small amount that needed to come off. And I'm not even going to need put the crowning foil on these. Let me see if I can see. It's hard to see on here, but they won't even need the crowning foil on. They'll just need rounding over with a bit of that kind of motion. I'll show you that when I get to it, but I'm just going to have a quick check of these with the fret rocker. What we're doing, we're spanning. You've seen everybody do this anyway on other videos, fret leveling and shit. We're looking for no rocks. And this has just took the tops off some of the high ones. And it's looking good. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it, I'm going to black it up one more time, because this is, I'm going to do one more pass with the leveling beam, just really fine, really quick, and then we should be ready to start the polishing process, get all the scratches out that we've just left in it. Quick tip for you, I'm doing it fucking wrong here. If you're right-handed, it's best to colour the frets in from that end first, working backwards. Otherwise, you're just rubbing the ink off with your own hand. So let's do it this way. All I'm actually doing is just colouring the frets in black, so I can see where I've been with the leveling beam. Can you tell what it is yet? Probably shouldn't really do Rolf Harris jokes nowadays, should I? Now he's been sent to prison for doing naughty things with young girls and 2 little boys. Anyway, so they're all painted black again. I don't know if you can see because of the light. Do some magic. Right. This is going to be a real fine pass. I just want to make sure it's getting everything all in that really light go over. Right, quick check. I should play some incidental music while I'm not actually talking, shouldn't I? To save you all getting bored. That's fucking spot on, man. There's just a little bit up here. I can't show you because the fucking bench ain't big enough. I just want to check the very end fret. That's it, man. That's done. So yeah, get yourself a fret rocker. That checks for uneven frets. It's done for different lengths, so you're only spanning 3. That sort will do a base as well. They're not very expensive, but if you can see this, all I've done is literally just took the tops off. It'd be silly for me to well, I don't know. I might give them a quick run over with a crowning foil. I use a triangular crowning foil. I don't use the ones that are concave, that you go over the top of the fret. I use a triangular fret foil that sort of you go over it onto it like that and do it either way. I may do, but the way that these are looking at the minute, I've took that little off, that I'll just be able to round these over without touching it with a foil, because it really is, there's no debris, there's nothing on here. You know what I mean? It's literally took nothing, everything that it's took off is on here. You know, that's it, that's all I've literally took off. Yeah, so that's all the frets level. And in the next video I'll show you what I'll do to her. I don't know why I'm even showing you all this how-to stuff, because you know how to YouTube and you've seen this happen loads of times. You've watched everybody do this, I'm sure. But this is just the way I'll do it. Anyway, bake tater.